since we have all of the past board members and officers of the Alamogordo Club present, it is my job as the outgoing Lieutenant Governor to say we thank you for your service, and you are hereby dismissed.
Yes!
I am going to ask that the club would recognize the incoming officers and members of the Alamogordo Club with a round of applause. My job as the outgoing Lieutenant Governor is to install the club president, because she can't install herself. And then she, in turn, will install all of the individual officers. So if the club president would come forward to the center, please. It is my job as the outgoing Lieutenant Governor, and thankful to you becoming the new Lieutenant Governor, to say that we are honored to have you to step in as the third year president? Second year president of the Alamogordo
That's all we do here.
Club, and therefore you are hereby installed. Now it's your turn as the incoming Lieutenant Governor to install the rest.
All right. So, directors. Are all the directors forward? Yes. Okay. The board of directors is composed of you, the elected directors and the officers. The board of directors handles most of the business of the club, an important responsibility. You'll set strategic direction, implement club policy, approve the club's budget, support committee activities, and oversee the administrative tasks of the club. I know you will accept these responsibilities with the desire to see the club has the best year ever.
Yes. Ever.
Thank you for stepping up to play this important role. It's my pleasure to formally install each of you board members.
Yay! Okay.
So if you're not an officer, you may sit down. Vice,
Yes, he is
okay,
the
Vice President. Ask, this is Chuck Hartman. Thank you. I was reading the script. As an officer of the club, you contribute your vision and ideas to your club's leadership team. I would ask that you consider the remarks made to your new president as being addressed to you also. I formally install you as vice president of this club. Treasurer. This is Mrs. Judy Louis. And she's been our treasurer long. Lots of time. 14 years.
Actually, I took a break and was the president.
She was the president. She's also my, she was my, what's that called when you were the prior
Sponsor?
president and I talked to you? Past president.
Yeah. IPP.
Okay, so treasurer. As treasurer, you have been elected to an office that demands absolute integrity and financial and accounting skills. It is your role to deposit and disperse the funds of the club upon the direction of the board of directors. You'll also report on the club's finances at each board meeting. Thank you for stepping into this significant role. I formally install you as treasurer. And Madam Secretary, Peggy Davis. She's been, how many years have you been the secretary?
I have no.
I think
Long time.
it's at least 14.
Yeah, since I've been in the club.
It's at least 14, but she doesn't even give herself credit who she doesn't know. Okay. As the new secretary, you are the master of details. And she really, really is. Your role in handling club affairs, the details of the club and board meetings, the reports, the correspondence, and records, it's essential to make this club run smoothly. Thank you for taking on this important role, and I formally install you as secretary. And our president-elect's not here, so I'm not gonna say it. And then the immediate past president would be me, so I'm not gonna say that. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
In conclusion, I congratulate our club on an excellent board. And officers, you are also excellent. You are installed on this day, and I wish that you have the most successful year. Thanks to each and every one of you for stepping into these leadership roles. And it really, truly is a commitment and an honor. And you are awesome. Thank you to the club members for supporting these leaders. I can assure you that the complete cooperation and assistance of the division, the district, and Kiwanis International officers and committee chairs. That concludes our installation. Yay! So, I forgot when you guys were up here, this is something I made for you. A lot of you are business men and women. So I made these little things, and there's a paper clip on the back, and you can put papers in it or cards or whatever. So these are for you guys. Can you guys share one? Don't have a desk.
Same desk.
I thought so.
Yeah.
This is for Leroy Copeland. It says, thank you for your service as Lieutenant Governor Division 5, September 14th, 2019.
Or 3 years.
What?
For 3 years.
Oh yeah, 3 years, and it's a hard job. And he works at the high school now, and I thought that he could even use this.
Good idea! Ooh, I love it!
Yeah, because it's really heavy.
Yeah, they're gonna get the world now, buddy.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. Induction of new member, Madam Lisa Mitchell. Would you please come forward? And Chuck Hartman is going to stand right here in the front.
Lisa, I want you to know that you're joining one of the wonderful Kiwanis. Kiwanis has been around for over 100 years, so it's not something new, not a fly-by-night outfit. It's well organized and it's international, all throughout the free world. There's over 90 countries that are involved with Kiwanis. And we have, in our district, we have several divisions, and we're Division 5. But I won't go into that anymore. But Kiwanis is for the youth, for the young children. That's what our goal is. And we have a Camp Kiwanis that someday I hope you get to see it. I know our president has been there and she really enjoyed it. And I think you will too. And Kiwanis is an organization of all people. There is no ethnicity in this. There's no religious preference. It's for everybody. You all are welcome to become great members of the great organization. And let me be the first to congratulate you as a new member of the Kiwanis Club of Alamogordo. Now you can.
Do I or you?
You want to pin him? Okay.
Ouch.
Well, this is for you to bring in a new member, okay? So you want to be known as the newest member. Please, I challenge you to attend a board meeting so that you can find out the inner workings of your club. And get involved and ask your president that you want to be in some committee, okay?
Okay.
Congratulations. Before everybody leaves tonight, I hope you all shake her hand and congratulate her on becoming a member of the Kiwanis Club of Alamogordo.
Okay, now we get to do awards. I'm so excited. All right, the first one. for Madam Carol Burgess.
Woo!
And
Only because I start with a B, that's the only reason.
she also gets, I'm going to give out these magnets, and I'll probably give all of you one too if I have extras, but this one says do-gooder. And I'm giving this to her. This is for distinguished service because of her powerful leadership in our club. And I mean powerful. And she was also a past president, and she's kind of been an advisor and supporter to me all year long, and I appreciate you so very much.
Oh, I love you.
And not only that, but she's also our sunshine chair.
Yes.
So we saw a need in our club to kind of call people when they're sick or give them encouragement and things if they're missing a meeting, and she stepped up and said she'd be the sunshine chair. So I'm really thankful for you guys. This one is for Miss Peggy Davis. Please come forward over here. This can be recognized. Okay. This lady is the president's right hand, is literally what I wrote on the certificate. Being the secretary and the president's right hand. And she really, really is. Because she is always right there and she tells me what to do when I forget, because I forget a lot. So she helps me out so much. And she does, and I wanted to mention this. Not only is she just a great secretary in our club, but she submits all of the reports, because when I went to the lieutenant governor training, they said, look at all these clubs that don't turn in their reports, but guess who does? That one. So I'm very thankful that she makes our club look good, and I think we should all give her a round of applause. Alright, next is for Miss Jackie Deal Alexander, and she had a commitment today with her family, but on her certificate it says Marketing and Technology Guru, because she really is. She's the one that made all of those posters back there, and I hope you get a chance to check them out. But those posters are what I take everywhere, like we go when we do little functions and stuff, and it just shows what we do in Kiwanis with pictures, and it's really great. And she also does all kinds of stuff on the website and everything. So I thank her for that, but she's not here. She'll get this later. So the next person is Miss Brittany Gandy. Please come forward. So Brittany is the newest member in our club, correct?
No,
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but besides her, who was before that? Oh yeah, Mary and Michael, Mary and Misty. So Mary and Misty were right after you, I forgot. But anyway, she is a new member, but she's also stepped up in ways that you can't imagine. And so I gave her the certificate for distinguished service in marketing and leadership, because she works at the Chamber of Commerce and she puts our events on the Chamber website. She was also a leader and went with me to the mid-year convention, which is an amazing thing, and she did exactly what Chuck tells them to do when he installs them, and that's to go to a convention. So I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to give you one that says, you want community builder? That would be good. You love that chamber.
I love this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Chuck Hartman. And I'll bring it to you if you want. So you
I'm
don't...
getting tired.
If you want, I'll bring it to you. I just put on this, being our leadership champion. And you can see what he does. He's amazing. He is the person every single year that gets the most sponsorships for everything. He's the person that gets new members. He's the person that goes around and tells people, just random people, about Kiwanis. And he's also the reason that I'm the president right now. That's true. So
The reason is I didn't want to be it.
thank you. so here's your Okay, and then this is for Vi Hartman. On the certificate, it says, for being our club sweetheart. Always being a sweetheart. This lady, she's the one in charge of the prayer breakfast. She does that. We were at Pepper's and we realized that we needed more napkins or silverware or something. So she just was like, okay, I'll go get some more napkins. She runs and gets more napkins, or she does this, or she does that. And she's just also the leader, the club champion's wife. So she's our sweetheart. Okay, next one is Ned Klein. He is the bug man, I guess you could say. He is in charge of giving out bug awards and coordinate bug awards all around our community. And he goes to so many schools. If he can't find someone to step up and do it, like Brittany is one of the people that goes to the schools, and then Michael and Manny, and Carol at Cloudcroft, right? And Lalu. So we have all these bug people, and he's kind of the head bug. Bug, in case you're wondering, bug stands for bringing up grades. And we go all around to all the schools trying to get kids to bring up their grades. And so this is to Ned Klein for countless hours serving youth and arranging awesome guest speakers, because that's another one of his jobs. And so I got this for him a long time ago when I first saw it. It's the world's best Kiwanian, because he's really funny like that anyway, and I think he'll really like it. So,
We can have a sit here.
yeah. So that's for him, and I wanted to start that. All right, Manny Pena. He's not here either. He had a thing, but he's one of our kind of new members, but not that new. He's stepping up to a challenge for our youth. He came to me and said, could we start a key club at Academy del Sol? And that is truly amazing. Because we have a key club at the high school, but the Academy del Sol would be so exciting to have one there. So we are going to try to do that, and that was his idea. And so that's what I wanted to thank him for. Next is Miss Judy Ruiz. And what I put is being the left hand of the president and #1 supporter, because she sits on this side of me and she knows every answer to every question I ever ask her, pretty much. And if she doesn't, she finds out.
She fakes it.
And
Make it up.
and she's also a past president, and so she's given me so much advice and support that way. One thing you guys might not know is she also saved our pancake breakfast single-handedly, because the church called her and said, "Oh, by the way, we're not going to let you have our
On
pancakes."
Tuesday, they called me after I got out of the hospital.
She was in the hospital with an asthma attack. The church ICC calls her and says, "You can't have your pancake breakfast here." And we already sold tickets, had everything done, and so she just convinced the guy by her talking to reconsider. And so she called me and said, "We can't have the pancake breakfast at the place." So I freaked out and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go down there." And then before I could even get down there, the guy called back and said, "I'm so sorry to upset you, and you are an amazing," So he changed his mind because of the things she had said. So thank you.
Wow.
Hattie Stone. I put that she is also the reason why I figured out I could be lieutenant governor. She's the one that told me I can do this. She said, "You can do this, but not I." Sharing advice. Because she is also a past president and encourager to the president. But she's on the board, and she comes to everything, like everything we ever do. She's there. She's on the foundation board. She is so committed to kids, and we thank you so much. made you this. Yes. This is just a pretty, I thought I made this for you. I thought you would like it.
Thank you.
Okay, and then, I forgot to give you, this is what I made for our sunshine chair. This is kind of like the sun.
I love it.
Thank you.
And then, Brittany, I got Brittany. So the other thing you guys don't know about Brittany is, I was really ambitious as a president, and I decided we were going to have a business after hours, and we were going to have a formal picture made of all of our past presidents, and that's it up there at the top, our past presidents. So she was there, and she was helping me coordinate the whole event. Well, it turns out one of the reasons that I really wanted the picture, Chuck got in the hospital. The picture is separate because I went down to the hospital and took his picture because I wanted a picture on that thing. And so he was one of the main people that should have been in the picture, wasn't in the picture. So if you are a past president today, let's just take another picture. Maybe by the time we get done taking them, we'll have like more people in it. But anyway, what happened is the guy came to our event and he said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot my SD card." And you can't take pictures without an SD card or they won't be saved. So Brittany ran out to her car, got her camera, took her SD card out. He erased all her pictures. Everyone, thousands of pictures. It was her husband's camera and he erased all her pictures, just every single one of them. So I wanted to give you this, Brittany.
Thank you so much.
And it's not enough to cover your pictures, but at least some recognition and taking one for the team.
Thank you.
And she loves you.
I know.
She loves me. Her first trip to Bridgestone was awesome.
All right. Vicky Bertolino. I think her name's spelled wrong. No? Right? Vicky Bertolino, come forward, please. You do. Yeah,
I missed that one.
So, Miss Vicky and Peggy, they do reading is fundamental. They go around to a bunch of preschool places and they
Head
give
Start.
Head Start, and they give out books to little kids. And so she's one of the ones that does that. So this is for you.
Well, thank you.
Well, Vicki, let me take it because Doug told me if there were any other ones.
Your name's misspelled, but we'll get it.
Yeah, that's all right.
No.
After all these years, she should know better.
She spelled it right.
I did it right, they just didn't do it.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
did it.
So then the next one is Mr. Ray Green, but if you want, I'll come to you. So this man has been in our club 60 years this year. And that very special award tonight. It's called the Turquoise Award. And this is the award that took the Blazers. You know, remember the Blazers? And so this award is taking place of the Blazers, but you actually get this beautiful bolo from the Blue Stone. And
Has to go with the one I
And-
already got.
it's been and then it's been noted in our Kiwanis International that you have earned this honor, and it's very special to us. 60 years, and we thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And on this I put the longest club cheerleader and supporter, because he is a cheerleader. He will just tell us, "You go, girl," you know.
Thank you.
Let's all stand and give him, thank you so much, Ray. Okay, here's the block.
Thank you.
And we, all right, next. Madam Lorraine Hoyt. Madam. And I know that, so this lady is my friend, and she's also one of the people, you told me that being the president was easy, and that was a lie.
And I've gotten many calls, just so y'all know.
So when I said I'd be the president, she said, you can do this. It's easy.
I'll be there for you sometimes.
Yeah, and you were. But she, you know what? Even if she's not at the meetings, she listens to me on text. We talk on the phone, and she helps me, and she supported me so much through this whole thing. Not only that, but she gets the golf tournament guru award because she helps put this golf tournament on every year, and she knows all about the golf, and so I just called it the Double Eagle Golf Award. And then I painted this for you one night when I couldn't sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Because I know that you like dragonflies.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
You can put the bag in it. Real changer, do-gooder, painting builder.
You know
I like the do-gooder.
You know me, I'm a do-gooder.
Okay, and then next is Aaron Popolo for service to our club. We should also, Leroy, we should also remember Aaron today because his father died, and that's why he's not here. So let's all remember Aaron with the passing of his father, and he's been supportive to us a long time. For Mary Matherly and Misty Julian, both of them are not here, but they are our newest members besides Rick. For human and spiritual values, I just wanted to give this to Vi, and I kind of already mentioned it, but this is for you for putting on the prayer breakfast. And then Jack Moffitt is our unofficial chaplain of our club. If you would remember him in your prayers, he hurt his knee, and then he also hurt his hip and lower back, and he's not even able to get out of the house or come because I had asked him to come do the prayer today, and he couldn't even come. So please remember him and thank him when you see him for being our chaplain. And then Manny Pena and Michael Luna are also missing. They're our newest members before Brittany, and they are both the powerful prayers, because at our every meeting they say very strong, powerful prayers that are very meaningful to me and helpful. So that's why I gave them both. And then Jeanette Lawhorn, I don't know if you know her, but she works at the high school. She's our Key Club advisor. So if you ever see her, thank her. And then Sherry Mendoza, she has been in our club a long time. She's had a lot of health issues this year, so she hasn't been able to help very much. But she's also been there in her heart and talking to us and supporting us that way. And not only that, but she went to the mall even on her own, and we have a little thing that collects the money where the coins go around. So if you ever see it, that's Kiwanis, so put some money in there. But she goes and empties that, and that's what she does to help. She also got us some pancake syrup for our pancake breakfast. And I mean, you can see what I'm trying to, the reason why I'm telling you guys every little detail about what these people do, or the main thing, is because I want you to see that this is a joint effort. It's not just one person that does all this. It's a bunch of people coming together with their individual gifts and joining together to make this a wonderful club, and it really, really is. Shirley Hubert, she is one of the ladies that goes around and gathers household or toiletry items for Cope, and that's another thing.
Things for kids.
And other things just for kids. So she's amazing. So that's that. Now we get to do some really special awards, and not that yours wasn't special. I just did it first because I didn't want you to have to get up twice. So now.
I can apologize. And this is not engraved yet, but I'll be taking it to have it engraved. have an engraver here in town that does beautiful work for me. But this is for Carolyn, and she can hang it up. It's beautiful. And I ordered one for our treasurer, and they sent a secretary one. But I had this brainstorm last night because I had to have something for Judy. Come here, Judy. So I did treasurer in all these fonts. And at the very bottom, after it says treasure, 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 it says, no matter how we write it, Judy, you are a treasure. But Judy did it.
Yes. Okay, so the governor, Dawn Levine, made up an award called our Unsung Hero. And she is the most understated member in our club because she doesn't get a lot of credit. Like, the president goes around, gets to be on the radio, says I'm the president, but she doesn't go around and say I'm the secretary. You know, she just does it. And so what I want is to recognize her, and it says, Peggy Davis, you are our unsung hero. Kiwanis Club of Alamogordo, 2018, because that's when we were awarded this. And there's also a patch that we get to put, I don't know, I have it. So I'll give it to you. It says Peggy Davis on it, and it says Unsung Hero, and we get to sew it on our banner. But I wanted you to have this because you don't.
That is beautiful. Oh,
And you can also
goodness.
use it as a weapon. She deserves it. Thank you. Okay, next thing that we get to get out from under. Undercover. Oh, here it is. Here's your pack. It was hiding under my phone. Oh, I should read that, what that says. That's why I have it. Is this says, Unsung Hero. A Kiwanis unsung hero is one that goes forward and gives of themselves for the good of the youth in their communities, and yet receives very little or no recognition. You tend to be anonymous. You typically display the following traits: humility, empathy, commitment to a cause, consistent excellence and hard work. You improve the lives around you, and you inspire others to achieve more. It is for this reason I, Governor Dawn Levine, am proud to honor you, an unsung hero. Please accept the enclosed banner patch as a token of my appreciation and the appreciation of the Southwest Kiwanis family for everything you do. Yours in service, Dawn Levine. So, this last year was a very, very sad year in Kiwanis. We lost Dwight Hartman, which was Chuck's son, and Charles Randall, which was a longtime Kiwanian, the very same day. She donated her belongings of Kiwanis. This is her Katina.
Her brother did. Her brother.
Okay.
So her brother wanted us to do something with the Katina, and not just be to one person. So I thought we would do a traveling. So we got with the Noon Club, and we kind of we talked about it, and so they were on board too. So the president, I'll chair the event, and the presidents get together, and we decide who would be Kiwanian of the Year, and they get the traveling for Katina.
So we got her, whoever wins this, a little thing to keep herself. And then she also has to give this up at the end of the year. And then all of the clubs in our division will submit a name. And then that could go with the new Kiwanian of the Year for Division 5. So if you want to know what this says, it says Kiwanian of the Year Traveling Trophy in honor of Charles Randall. And the Kiwanian of the Year for Division 5 is Miss Vi Hartman. And then, oh my goodness. Very well deserved. This lady. So she's the wife of Chuck, and she does so much because Chuck does, but also just on her own. She keeps us all straight. She was the treasurer. She was the president. She was the lieutenant governor. She's been everything, but she's also the sweetheart, and really, truly the sweetheart. So thank you. So I told you that we have a champion. The champion, Chuck Hartman, a true American and faithful Kiwanian. Thank you for your 46 years of service to Kiwanis Club of Alamogordo. Please come forward, Chuck. This man deserves this. He's the reason why this club is going right now.
That's right. Amen.
Really. Would you want to say anything, Chuck?
I'd just like to say, this is very memorable to me, because when I was governor, my motto was soar with eagles.
Oh.
The reason my motto was soar with eagles, because they have fantastic vision. And that's what I wanted this district to have, was a vision for the future. And so it really means a lot to me. You see it as beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you, Chuck. We really couldn't do this without you. So, okay, so that is the conclusion of our special award.
Well, I have one award that has pictures in it. Why would you help me bring it up? And this award, I need to have the president and the secretary to come forward and help me with the presentation of this award. Each year, our Kiwanis Club donates $1,000 to Southwest District Foundation. And we give it to the person who we feel has done the most in our club during that year. Don Root and I always made the selection for the person to receive it, since he and I were the two past governors of the club. Well, Don wasn't here this year, so I asked Peggy to help me select who we should give it to. And so I don't remember who it went to, so let me look and see what it says on the thing. The Kachina Award, number 426, is presented to Miss Carolyn Bowles.
Wow.
This is your shadow box that you can hang up. And this is your Kachina Award. And
Also give him that you can wear on your and then this goes right to
well, that goes with this patty we bring over.
oh yes, with your Kachina.
Your little Kachina.
Oh,
Well, that's a sunrise Kachina. So make sure you have it there where you can look at it when you wake up in the morning and the sun's coming up.
that's right, that.
And that's it to go on it with your own board.
Wow.
Now it says October, because when I ordered it, I didn't think we'd get it until October. But you had the award banquet too soon.
Wow. Thank you so much. I can't believe this. I really, when I became a member of Kiwanis, that was what I wanted to get someday. But I never realized that it would happen this soon, because I can't believe it. I really, really can't. I think it's already 8 o'clock, and I don't want to take a very long time. And I wrote a really long speech. It's in type font 16, but what I want to say is, the reason why this happened was Chuck, all of it. I was only president because he believed in me, and he is the most tenacious person I've ever known. And he kept asking me every time he saw me until I finally said yes, that I would be the president. I told you that thing about that already. And so the last thing I just want to say is that you guys just messed me all up.
It's called blowing her away.
I am without words, and that doesn't happen very often. So
Does it, Mom and Dad?
what I want to say about first is this was an incredibly challenging year.
Yes.
And I can't believe, I mean, I just, like, with all the things that went wrong, with the death of Dwight Hartman and the death of Charles, and then I lost some of my very dear friends and my Aunt Becky, and then, which was actually my husband's aunt, but she was mine too. And then my daughter and I both had mono. My son broke his arm, and Kiwanis is what kept me going. I'm not kidding. That is why my husband would come in there and he'd say, "Karen, get up off the couch." And the reason why I get up off the couch is from Kiwanis, okay? Because I've had that hard of a year. And then Neil Stone, the miracle of Neil Stone happened. And so let me just tell you really quick, because this is an amazing, miraculous story. And some people here don't know it. So we went to Arizona to the convention. And at the Peggy was going to drive, because she always drives, and she's really good and like, I'll drive, do whatever, I'll take my car. So I said, okay. Well, at the last minute, I decided to take my daughter first, because my daughter was having a really rough time at the time, and I wanted to get her away from our town. So I decided to take my daughter. Well, so I had my car. We got over there. I was in my lieutenant governor meeting on Sunday, and Patty and Peggy came to the door, interrupted the meeting, and said, "Neil has had an aneurysm in his brain. We have to go." So immediately, I left the meeting, and I started praying, and I said, "Dear God, please help me get her to her husband before he dies." Because I thought that when people had a brain aneurysm, they die. Well, obviously, you can see right there, they don't. Not always. So I was praying, "God, just let me get her to her husband before he dies." And I didn't know what to say other than that. So the entire way home, I drove between 85 and 90. And I don't drive 90 very often. Maybe only like hit 90, because my dad has Life 360, and he watches and he tells me that I'm going too fast sometimes. But I only went 90 because we had to get there, and it was just as if God was clearing the way. I'm not even kidding. She was sitting up there in the front seat, she was behind me, and the road just cleared, and people would move over, and I only had to honk one time. So we got her to El Paso, and he was awake, and she got to see him before he went into surgery or whatever happened afterwards. And then over the next few days, Kiwanis prayed for him. And I'm telling you, it was just so close to my heart. This lady, she's my encourager, and then her husband, and we were with her, and it just happened. And so it was like it was happening to me. But God healed him, and I know it's for a reason. And he's on this earth to tell people about God, and and that's his mission, and he's still here. And did you know that only 10% of people that happens to live?
We're glad it's
We're
probably
glad.
10%.
So I just wanted, that's the most important story I wanted to tell, and the most important thing. But I hope that you all, and then there's some quotes in your program. The most important one that I want to share with you is by Lloyd C. Douglas, and it says, "It was probably a mistake to pursue happiness. Much better to create happiness. Still better to create happiness for others. The more happiness you created for others, the more would be yours. A solid satisfaction that no one could ever take away from you." So I'll leave you with this. In Kiwanis, we are presented every day with opportunities to love other people. We're presented with an opportunity to love each other. When we come to meetings, I get at least one hug every time. I get at least one prayer every time, almost. And I'm not kidding. It is so encouraging to me to go to Kiwanis every single time. And not only are we able to affect our lives and each other's, but we're able to help children. And that's truly my passion, and I know it's all of yours because you're here. So Camp Kiwanis is a wonderful place that Kiwanis owns. Any one of the members here can go there anytime and camp there, have get-togethers. Plus, that's where we have our conventions. They rent it out to people to come, and it's just a wonderful place for leaders. So they're trying to make it a nicer place, a more beautiful. So please give to those items. They've all been donated to us, many of them by Miss Peggy here from the Bluestone. And if you can, please bid on them. That's Mr. Copeland, you're up.
As your president and lieutenant governor has said, it's been an interesting year. I've been told several things tonight, and I mentioned to you earlier about Ceci and to keep her family lifted up, but we also wanted to ask that you keep Judy lifted up, Lisa, Jack Moffitt, Aaron's father, and if there's any other requests that you would like us to lift up, we're going to give you a brief opportunity to just say what that is, and then we'll have a short moment of silence and we'll pray and we'll be done. Does anybody have anything else that they would like us to corporately pray about? Anyone? We're extremely happy for Patty and her husband. He is a walking miracle. We all know that. Can we just have a moment of silence, please? Father, we just thank you tonight for loving us. We thank you for keeping us. We ask that you would forgive us for sinning against you. But we thank you for the family of Kiwanis, Lord, for being a part of that family. Lord, we just pray that you would help us to love and encourage each other, to be mindful of what you have done in our lives and for what you have protected us from. We thank you for this gathering tonight. Many requests are unspoken, Lord, but you know what they are. And we thank you in advance for moving according to your most divine will. Bless our time together as you already have, and bless us as we prepare to leave this place and go our separate ways. God, we're just so grateful tonight for each and every person, each and every family that is represented. And we're careful to give your name the praise and the glory. It's in your name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. This meeting is adjourned. Don't forget the gratuity stuff if you can, and the silent auction.